Recently in Daf Yomi, in Menachos Tzadi Test, the Gemara appears to say something very surprising. The Gemara seems to say that when it says in Yeshua, Lo Yomush Sefer HaTorah Hazeh Mipicha Vegisa Bo Yomam V'Layla, Sefer Torah should not leave your mouth, you should delve into it, meditate in it by day and by night. The Gemara, based on the opinion there of Rabbi Yossi Bar Lechem Panim, seems to say that technically, if a person said Shema in the morning and Shema at night, he would fulfill this mitzvah by day and by night, because he didn't let a whole day or night pass by without at least saying some words of Torah. Problem is, we know that it's not the case. We know that the true obligation of learning Torah, v'dibarta bam shinantam, is saying that to the fullest extent possible, we have to use every available second to learn. So the Rishonim, and specifically the Ritva and the Vilna Gaon that we'll discuss, say very clearly that the Gemara is referring to a person who literally has no time. The person has no time, so technically, just by saying that, Vilna Gaon says even one word in the morning and one word at night, he fulfilled, for his situation, Vegisa Bo Yomam V'Layla. And why is this relevant to know this minimum? The Vilna Gaon is discussing the famous Mishnah in Peah that says that the mitzvah to learn Torah is one of the mitzvahs that Ein Lahem Shir. It has no finite amount to the mitzvah. Now we easily can understand what that means in terms of there's no maximum. There's no such thing as saying, I finished, I learned this amount today, I learned the daf, or I learned whatever it is, I'm finished. Studying Torah, this mitzvah is something that we never finish. It's a life journey. So clearly there's no maximum to limud Torah. Vilna Gaon says there's no minimum either. So what does he mean by that? He says, we see from our Gemara that if an individual has a situation where he only had time for even one word in the morning, he would technically fulfill the obligation. So we see that there isn't really a minimum either to the mitzvah. And why is that important to know? Vilna Gaon says it helps us appreciate the power of just one word of Torah, that for that person, and if he's in that situation, the one word he said in the morning would be the power of Keneged Kulam. It would fulfill his all-important obligation of Talmud Torah. But Baruch Ber in Kedushin Siman Chav Zayin has a question on the Gaon. He says, what do you mean there's no minimum? Seemingly, the mitzvah to learn could be compared to the mitzvah to have tzitzis on your four-corner garment. In other words, it's a constant mitzvah. And certainly in the case of tzitzis, we wouldn't say, there's no minimum. No, the opposite. Each new moment creates an entirely new obligation to put on tzitzis. So learning seems to be the same thing. There's a new mitzvah to learn with the arrival of each new moment of the day. So what does the Gaon mean here that there's no minimum? Baruch Ber answers that really limud Torah is different than the mitzvah of tzitzis. The understanding of the mitzvah to learn is not that there's a new mitzvah to learn with each new moment that passes. There's one mitzvah. The mitzvah is to learn 24/7. Now, we have to eat once in a while, we have to sleep once in a while, so we don't always fulfill, he calls it the chefts of learning, is something accomplished by learning at every available moment, depending on a person's capabilities and situation. That's how he fulfills this all-encompassing mitzvah of learning, but it's really one mitzvah, and there's no maximum to it. There's no minimum either. Because again, like the Gaon says, a person can be in a situation where just one word is that person's fulfillment of limud Torah. And I thought I would close with the words of the Rambam in Hilchos Shemitah V'Yovel, Perek Yud Gimel, Halach Yud Gimel. They're very inspiring words, so I thought I would share them with you. The Rambam really exhorts us. It's really a call to all of us with these words. He says, "Velo shevet Levi belvad." It's not the concept of being completely devoted to avodas Hashem. We shouldn't think, oh, that's for the Leviim, that's Shevet Kohanim, the Leviim. That's for those holy people. No. Ela kol ish v'ish mikol ba'ya olam asher nod v'rucha oso v'hevino midaita libodel lava lifnei Hashem sharso l'avdo l'deas Hashem v'halchi yasher k'mashaseu elokim. Person comes to the decision, feels inspired to walk in the ways of Hashem, to serve Him, to know Him. Anyone who makes that conscious decision, and as a result of having that resolution, he's uparak me'al tzavaro ala cheshbonos harabim asher bikshu b'nei adam. He decides to cast off the scheming of other men. Hareza, behold this one. Yiskadesh kodesh kadashim. This is a powerful description. He's holiest of holies. V'yiyah Hashem chalko v'nachalasa la'olam. Shem shall be his portion and his inheritance, la'olam la'ole olamim, forever and ever. And not only that, not only does he have eternity of Hashem being his portion, the same way the Kohanim Levim were provided for, Hashem will arrange that his needs will be provided for. So this should be an inspiration to us that it's not for someone else, a different group, it's for all of us to reach, to try and grab onto, to go for the highest heights and not settle when it comes to our ruchnias, and to strive for this every day, whatever moment we have, to use every spare moment for our avodas Hashem, and only to reach higher heights and try to be in this, try to get to this point, to join in with those who decide to make Hashem their chelik and their nachala forever and ever. Hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. And if you would like to ever listen to our free audio shiurim of Shas, just visit realcleardaf.com. And we also have an app for Android and iOS. That's again the name Real Clear Daf. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.